Okay, you guys, it is the biggest day here because we're here with Audrey Margarite, who is...
I am the VP of Design and Product Development for Bunny Williams Home.
So she gets to work with Bunny Williams every day, and for those of you that do not know Bunny Williams, she is one of the most world-renowned designers. I am obsessed with her. Hi, Bunny. We should say Audrey is an architect and an interior designer. That's no small feat. And so you started working for Bunny 10 years ago, right?
I did, but it was just as Bunny Williams Home was starting.
Right.
And my skill set sort of just worked with
You're that talented.
with the furniture brand, and so I transitioned into Bunny Williams Home full-time.
So we're going to show you Audrey's amazing New York apartment, and a lot of the things in the apartment are from Bunny Williams Home, but I'm so thrilled that you're here. This is a really big deal, so you guys saddle up.
So excited to be here.
Okay, here we go. This is where Audrey lives. And you guys may have seen this on Domino. She was just featured in Domino magazine. One of the things that I love that's going on in here is that you have that high contrast thing going on, but it's not black and white. I loved it that she mixed in gray.
I wanted my apartment to feel modern, but not shockingly modern. But then mixing in the different textures helps.
It does, it softens it.
Exactly.
Were the cabinets gray when you moved in?
No, we completely redid the kitchen.
Shut up.
There was actually a wall here.
No!
Yes.
Hold on, wait, let's go to the kitchen shot, and then we'll come back to this. So I think this is kind of a theme that's going through the whole apartment, is it does feel very well traveled. It feels kind of effortless. But you know, I like that you were unafraid to make the gray cabinets and then make the sofa gray as well. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel over designed or heavy handed, and I think since you made this velvet and that's so slick.
Another thing that I learned from Bunny is don't be matchy-matchy.
Yes.
You know, can all be in the same color family, but it doesn't have to, you know, match exactly. It'll all work together.
You know when you go to the beach, like in the Northeast, especially in Maine, and you look at the rocks on the beach, those beaches are very rocky, they're not sandy, and you look at all the different grays, they look beautiful together. Since Audrey does design a lot of these pieces, all the pieces with Bunny.
I work with Bunny on every product that has her name on it.
I mean, tough life.
It's really fun.
It's a hard job.
It's really, I'm very lucky.
Well, can you show us some of the pieces in here that are from Bunny Williams Home?
There is just the zigzag string table. It's lacquer, made in Vietnam.
So guys, when you have a sectional like this, one thing that's great is this almost kind of delineates the other side of the room.
Right.
So sometimes the back of a sectional can almost be like, you pretend like it's almost a wall. So it's kind of like a divider. Now it feels like living room, kitchen, but you still have a beautiful pass through, but that kind of delineates the space, and then you can see tons of people and then pull these around. That's really smart. So this is the main piece from Bunny that's in the space.
In this shot.
Bunny Williams Home now has a really amazing store in Manhattan. It opened in 2015, and now you guys can go and see the whole collection at once. Now they've got a team of designers that are trained interior designers that have worked under Bunny, and now if they wanted to buy a sofa like this, they could.
Absolutely.
That's great. So even if it's not a Bunny Williams Home piece,
Yes.
so just copy Audrey's living room. It's gonna rip you off, right? And just go copy the whole thing.
That's fine.
All right, let's go to the next shot, because this is my favorite thing, is that you put Swedish fish.
If you go over to Bunny's house, she'll always have Virginia peanuts in a bowl.
Oh! Yes, she's a Virginian.
Yes. So I have a terrible sweet tooth, so I like to have some candy instead.
Can't
But
you tell
always
that I do?
something, you know, for someone to grab and help themselves.
That's great.
Yeah.
Swedish fish too, they just stick in your teeth. That's the gift that keeps on giving.
Exactly.
Let's go back to this main shot and show everyone. I think this is so chic because it has a little texture but it's not overwhelming. It would look cute too with just an area rug casually thrown on it too. If someone, like if you just go to Marrakesh for the weekend.
I wish.
Bring a rug back.
The wonderful thing about this rug is it's from Josh and Albert.
Yes!
Bunny-
Oh, we just interviewed Annie Selke last week.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Bunny has a line with Dash and Albert. This particular rug is not one of Bunny's.
We were just saying with Annie that when you have things like this that are so forgiving, it works really well with pets. Okay, and then I love too that you did these accessories, just some, you know, casual silver placed on top of marble. And again, I think this is so cool how you've layered all these textures. So you guys see what we're talking about. She's got, you know, the leather mixed with the, is this Carrara? It looks like, or it might even be Calcutta, some marble, right? But she really has mixed all these different textures, the nail head to tail, this sterling vase. When I was looking at this, all these subtle repetitions of these angles, it's even in the tray. It makes a room feel really held together, and people don't usually notice it at first blush, but it's just the thing that keeps it feeling coherent, don't you think?
Yeah.
Okay, so you designed this entire kitchen?
Yes. And New York City kitchens are interesting because they're never big.
But this is a big kitchen for New York.
Well, we tried to design it so that it really functions well. It has tons of storage. So actually on this side of the island, below all these drawers, there are 8 big drawers that pull all the way out.
Oh, inside wait, let's go back and look.
Kind of below it. I mean, one side is just tons and tons of storage. And then on the other side, I actually have the dishwasher and a washer dryer.
On this side's the dishwasher?
And then, yeah, so
Do you
not
want to
here.
high five really quick?
Yeah. So,
Hey, architect and design school, paying off. That's great.
So it's really maximizing that. Thank
You
you.
know, the other thing though that I really love about the lacquer finish is kind of bounces light around.
Exactly.
It does make it feel better. I love it that you lined it up right with that gorgeous arch.
That was original. Obviously, we wanted to keep that. So, you know, we knocked down the wall that was here, but definitely kept the arch.
I love that. All right, and then this is your front entry, isn't it?
Yes.
I love that. And this is Bunny's piece.
That's our skull bar. I worked with Bunny, and we actually went to
So cool.
we went to China to work on that piece originally.
How does that work?
We go and check on samples. I mean, the design process works. You know, Bunny will come up with an idea or have a piece that's, you know, in her personal collection, and then I'll work it through the drawing phase. I'll work with Bunny on revisions to the drawings, and then I'll send it to the factory along with specs for finish and.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
So did you and Bunny, I mean, you worked on that shape together?
Right.
I love that. It looks, and you know what I love about this? There's this cutest star chair.
Yes.
And it's one of the things that we'll be showing you guys when this publishes, but that's so fun. And then, so is this part just a bit more distressed, or is the whole thing kind of distressed?
This one is particularly distressed. This is actually an older version. We have a newer version of it where it's of the skull bar that's not quite as distressed as this. But what I love about this piece is the 2 drawers open up and there's just 2 big shelves in there.
Wait, the whole thing opens
The
up.
whole thing. And then these are 2 drawers that open up and they
What?
have dividers. Basically, instead of a desk, I have all of my files.
Here's what's great about this though. We were just in Paris shopping for a client job, and you see things like this and they're beautiful, but they don't function like that. I love it that you guys made this a drawer and that opens completely. So does this just flip right here? That's the seam? And
That's the seam and it just opens.
everyone should probably get that. And then this is Bunny's little
Umbrella stand, correct.
I love it.
And our red tape stool. And then actually our chicken feather lamp is there as well, and that's one of my favorite pieces because I think it might be the first drawing I ever did for Bunny Williams.
Oh, I love that. Well, and these pieces, again, so this is what I'm talking about, guys. It looks like that Audrey picked these up from anywhere, and that's why I really would encourage you guys, if you're ever in New York, go to the main store because you'll be able to see the whole collection together, and you'll see what I'm saying, where it really does feel like everything came from a different corner of the world.
That's how Bunny likes to design. You know, everything should feel different, but it all works together.
So Bunny's stuff is in many, many stores all over the country. I love it that you can't really peg where things are from. Sometimes when you're looking at a main collection from, you know, let's say one big box store, everything feels very similar.
Right.
And your apartment can tend to look like you bought it all one-stop shop. What I like about Bunny's line is you really could go buy everything there and it doesn't feel like you bought it in one store. Okay, now let's look at your fab bedroom. I love how you did the monogram.
Those are actually from Mark and Graham. I really liked the font. I like things very clean lined, and that monogram is just not fussy at all.
I know, but I love it that you did it up high and not in the middle. I love that you made it look a little like a twist on a monogram. Where is this from?
That particular Cantha throw was actually from Bunny's inventory. In Bunny's office, she has things that she's found, you know, all over the world that, you know,
That her clients can have and buy.
Exactly. Although I have to say that I've found some great Cantha throws at Scott's Market.
We just had Parker Kennedy Living on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and they have, they're always at Scott's.
Yes.
No, that's a great tip. I think it's the best one really in the Southeast. It's one of my favorites. But if you guys go there, you can poke around. And Audrey was saying if you find throws like this, you can pull vintage textiles. It's a great way to give your house, again, a well-traveled look.
And for not very much money.
No, I love it.
Right.
But looks like a lot of money, which is the goal, right?
Exactly.
No one wins points for spending too much money. That makes me happily married. That makes Rad happy. Okay, this chair is one of my favorites, and that's one of your dining chairs too.
Yes, that was our embassy chair, and I think it's just such a pretty little chair because it has an ebony finish on the front, but the sort of darker walnut finishes on the base and on the back.
We found some similar ones from Bunny that you guys can buy as well, but it's such a chic look, and I love how you hang your art.
I actually did it all out in like an AutoCAD drawing.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
Psycho.
Yes. I had the hanger come and I had my diagram I had done, and then I had it all out on the floor, and he was like, well, this is easy. You've already done all the work for me.
Now you just gotta not break it, right? Another way that you guys can do it if you don't have SketchUp or AutoCAD is lay all of your collection of images down on the floor and just kind of see how they fit together. What Audrey did that's really adorable is putting the large horizontal one in the middle, flanked by these two little guys. And then if you guys can see, these two are similar shapes, so they look great together. And then this bigger one is, again, almost like a horizontal one with this smaller one below, but it's great.
And when I was working on this wall, what I wanted to make sure is that there's real variety in the art. This, which I found on Etsy, and then that's like a vintage piece. This I actually found outside of Charlottesville when I was working on the Southern Living Idea House for Bunny.
Which I wanted to go! Ding dong kids!
Whenever you're making a gallery wall, you know, I always think you can have some things that don't cost very much, but then mix it in with some older things, and it just adds interest.
So totally follow what Audrey's lead of what she's saying is, you know, I'm sure people have at home like a textile, a scarf.
Exactly.
You know, like imagine, or like a granddad's pocket square, things like that you can frame and then mix them in with some of your family photographs. And I even like using sometimes children's art.
Yeah.
Looks really modern.
Absolutely.
You know, so
and it's
feather
original.
that in. These gallery walls, again, make a house feel like it's lived in. It doesn't feel like it was a one-stop shop.
Exactly. And with sites like Etsy, it's really so easy to find interesting.
Cherish. Could go on and on. Pure Photo.
Yeah.
How many people should we call out right now? What are these?
So I had a really big wall across from the bed and not enough budget to buy a really big piece of art. So that is a book that I cut up.
I love you! I love doing that!
And I framed 16 pieces.
Honey,
and hung them.
that's so smart! Well, I'm bragging because I do that too. We're such geniuses.
That's probably what people comment on most in my house.
Is it a botanical book? What is this?
They're Indian prints about how the trees have personality at night.
I love that. That's a great idea. It's a huge money saver. I have an old calendar and everyone thinks that they're real books, but it was the vintage covers of books that were on some ding dong calendar that I got, and I put them in like Target frames.
Very smart.
Oh, I love it. Talk about this headboard. I love that you made this match up.
And actually, which you're not seeing in this shot, the Roman shades and the bed skirt also are in the same
I
color.
love that. Can I say what else I love that you did? Okay, so it's very easy to have pillows made. There are tons of people in every city that are just seamstresses, but I love that you did this line on the diagonal.
Well, the headboard and the fabric is actually from Ballard, so it's really inexpensive fabric, but if you do something custom, like a pillow or the Roman shades, which I had custom made.
You can really get them made anywhere, but I like that you did that little detail. Feels so cool. This is great too, that big modern kick.
Yes, and actually Bunny really loves those tensor lamps. They make great reading lights.
They look great on a desk. If you ever do move to a bigger apartment, let's say when you have your helipad,
Sounds good.
right? You can easily put this on a desk, but these are the kind of things that are gonna move very easily around the house, kind of play double duty.
Yeah.
And then I love that you just kind of have that casual chair in the corner. Was that where you have a TV, or is that really for clothes? This armoire?
That is for my clothing.
Good
Although
for you.
I also have a little plate obsession,
Okay.
and so all of my dinnerware can't fit in the kitchen, and so
Hey, New York.
there's several shelves in there that also have my spillover
Good.
dinnerware.
Smart and beautiful. Let's go back up to this main shot so you guys can really kind of take in Audrey's amazing apartment. You're so sweet to show us all
Well,
of this.
thank you so much. It's such a pleasure.
We've got it all linked to Bunny Williams' home, and we've found some similar pieces that Bunny doesn't sell, but it's just been a treat.
Thank you, Anne.
You're welcome. All right, let's wave goodbye to everyone. Okay, bye guys. Easy. Sit in Audrey's lap. Every time before I film, my nose explodes. Does Audrey look amazing? Analyze her.
Good, Anne looks good.
You can tell me. It's okay. You don't do this every time, do you?
Yeah,
Really?
every time.